Dirty jokes. One day, a little boy wrote to Santa Claus, "Please send me a sister." Santa Claus wrote him back, "Okay, send me your mother." Little Johnny jokes. Fred and Mary got married, but can't afford a honeymoon, so they go back to Fred's parents' home for their first night together. In the morning, Johnny, Fred's little brother, gets up and has his breakfast. As he is going out of the door to go to school, he asks his mom if Fred and Mary are up yet. She replies, "No." Johnny asks, "Do you know what I think?" His mom replies, "I don't want to hear what you think. Just go to school." Johnny comes home for lunch and asks his mom, "Are Fred and Mary up yet?" She replies, "No." Johnny says, "Do you know what I think?" His mom replies, "Never mind what you think. Eat your lunch and go back to school." After school, Johnny comes home and asks again, "Are Fred and Mary up yet?" His mom says no. He asks, "Do you know what I think?" His mom replies, "Okay, do tell me what you think." He says, "Last night Fred came to my room for the Vaseline and I think I gave him my airplane glue." Little Johnny jokes. The first grade teacher was starting a new lesson on multi-syllable words. She thought it would be a good idea to ask a few of the children examples of words with more than one syllable. "Jane, do you know any multi-syllable words?" After some thought, Jane proudly replied with Monday. "Great, Jane, that has 2 syllables, Monday. Day. Does anyone know another word?" I do, me," replied Johnny. Knowing Johnny's more mature sense of humor, she picks Mike instead. "Okay Mike, what is your word?" "Saturday," says Mike. "Great, that has 3 syllables." Not wanting to be outdone, Johnny says, "I know a 4-syllable word. Pick me." Not thinking he can do any harm with a word that large, the teacher reluctantly says, "Okay. Johnny, what is your 4-syllable word?" Johnny proudly says, masturbation. Shocked, the teacher, trying to retain her composure, says, "Wow, Johnny, 4 syllables, that certainly is a mouthful." "No, ma'am, you're thinking of blowjob, and that's only 2 syllables. Marriage jokes. A married couple is sleeping when the phone rings at 3 a.m. The wife picks up the phone and, after a few seconds, replies, "How am I supposed to know? We're 200 miles inland," and hangs up. Her husband rolls over and asks, "Sweetheart, who was that?" "I don't know, some dumb bitch asking if the coast is clear." Marriage jokes. Husband takes the wife to a disco. There a Euro trademark SA guy on the dance floor giving it large a Euro break dancing, moonwalking, backflips, the works. The wife turns to her husband and says, "See that guy? 25 years ago he proposed to me and I turned him down." Husband says, "Looks like he a Euro trademark S still fucking celebrating." Disgusting jokes. The owner of a drugstore walks in to find a guy leaning heavily against a wall. The owner asks the clerk, "What's with that guy over there by the wall?" The clerk says, "Well, he came in here this morning to get something for his cough. I couldn't find the cough syrup, so I gave him an entire bottle of laxative." The owner says, "You idiot! You can't treat a cough with laxatives." The clerk says, "Oh yeah. Look at him, he's afraid to cough." Blonde jokes. A blonde rings up an airline. She asks, "How long are your flights from America to England?" The woman on the other end of the phone says, "Just a minute." The blonde says, "Thanks," and hangs up the phone. Chuck Norris jokes. Chuck Norris can play the violin with a piano. Marriage jokes. An old mountaineer and his young ex-wife were fighting over custody of their children. The mother protested that since she brought her kids into this world, she should retain custody of them. The judge asked the old mountaineer for his side of the story. After a long moment of silence, the mountaineer rose from his chair and asked, "Judge, when I put a quarter in a candy machine and a candy bar comes out, does it belong to me or the machine?" Dirty jokes. A big city doctor visits an Indian tribe full of men. He asks, "How do you guys relieve your sexual tension?" "Simple, just come down to the river tomorrow and we'll show you." The next day the doctor shows up and sees a group of men near a donkey. One man says, "Since you're our guest, you get to go first." The doctor, not wanting to go against custom, starts to kiss, then proceeds to have sex with the donkey. Then a man in the group asks, "Are you almost done, doc? We need the donkey to cross the river in order to get to the tribe of women."